Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Eden's Fun Crochet. I'm Eden and welcome to Vlogmas.
Edensfuncrochet.
Today is December 23rd. 23rd? Yeah, today's December 23rd. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. And then the next day is Christmas. I honestly don't think I'll do any crocheting tomorrow or Christmas. I probably will. I will do my best to record all the different things we do, but I cannot promise anything. As far as today goes, I bought some hair ties, so I think I will be making some scrunchies. My husband was like, we could buy you more hair ties when we were at the store yesterday, and I was like, but I wasn't going to until I sold some. Because I'm doing my shop drop in February because it's my first shop drop. So we're taking January to, because everything's made already. I might be adding a couple things here and there, but for the most part I have a drops full of shop stuff done and ready to drop. I wasn't gonna buy more, but Tyler suggested it and I'm not gonna tell him no. He's the one that does all the budget stuff, and so I was like, okay, I would be happy to have more scrunchies. So I will be adding that to my scrunchie basket, and now I can work on some scrunchies. I still haven't touched this one since I started it at the beginning of Vlogmas. I don't know what my goals are for today. I finished the sweater, yay. I want to make some progress on my mini skein shawl. I will probably work on my bacon vest, my pink vest shirt thing. If I crochet, you'll know about it. I've only crocheted a couple of rows on this, and this is what I'm working on right now. So I am the type of person that both loves and hates surprises. Like, for example, if you're like, surprise, here's a thing. Or like, surprise, we're doing this thing, you know? Like, I love that. If you're like, surprise, we're gonna, like, I have a surprise for you, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is. Drives me nuts. And that's basically what Christmas is a whole bunch of surprises wrapped in neat little bows set under my tree, taunting me. I hate it so much. And my husband said that he ordered my gift a few days ago. He's like, it should arrive on the 23rd. It should arrive on the 23rd. He spent extra money for shipping to make sure that it got here for Christmas. And it arrived today. But when he told me that he had ordered my gift, I was like, well, now you have to tell me what it is. And now that I'm saying all this out loud, it sounds very petty, but like, it just like, I get excited and then like, I just get kind of anxious, like excited anxious until I know. Sometimes that's a very long time. When he told me that he had got me a gift online and I was like, oh, off Amazon? Like, I wasn't even like trying to pry because I don't know, like different companies ship better. Like FedEx sucks. FedEx never ships when it says it's gonna ship. It's always late, always. As far as what I have, like how I have experienced it. My yarn that I dyed with always came from FedEx and it was always late. Amazon is never late. Amazon is almost always on time or like a day early, like in the window. It's always in the window. And so I was like, oh, on Amazon? Like trying to like, because he was like, oh, I paid extra for shipping, right? And so I was like, oh, on Amazon. He's like, no, not on Amazon. And I was like, well, if I ask any more questions, that would be prying. So I didn't like ask like from where. And I was just like, and I just assumed it was a yarn related gift. I don't know why. And so I asked and he's like, yeah, it is yarn related. And that is when I couldn't handle it anymore. I was like, wait, now you have to tell me. And it came today and he wrapped it and I put it under the tree and it's like, it's small and it was like the size of a book. but it doesn't feel like a book. It totally could be a book. I have no idea what it is. And I have to wait 2 days to find out. I don't know if I can do it. I've never made a triangle shawl. I have no idea how much I'm supposed to be increasing. I'm just increasing once per row, like in the, like when you turn your work, and you usually skip that first stitch because of the chains. I've been putting a stitch there every row. And I've never made a triangle shawl. I don't have a triangle shawl. I've never followed a pattern. I never even really considered doing it before this. So hopefully the shape isn't super wonky by the time I finish. But we're just going to go with it and hope it's good. So these are just 10-gram balls. And I'm kind of sad it's not more of a subtle fade. I mean, I didn't purchase this yarn, so no big deal. I really love this. But it's not much of a fade. It's just kind of like speckles with blue, like white with blue speckles and pink. Light blue. There's 3 skeins of the light blue. 6 skeins of the darker blue, 3 of which are slightly darker than the other 3. So I don't know. I wish it was more of a fade. I really like it. Like, I think it has great potential, but I want to see it more subtle. And since I dye yarn, part of me is like, I should just do it. I am organizing my craft room at the moment. And I have a pile of fabric, not all of which is mine. So I'm gonna go through it and put everything back that I don't need. That belongs to my mother-in-law. She has a very large stash. And she is so generous to let me use basically whatever I want. She has a decent amount downstairs in her like food storage area. It's lined with fabric walls of boxes of fabric. I had lots of good intentions, but I don't know if I'm actually going to use any of this. I found this super cute sheet fabric. I'm definitely going to make a project bag out of that. Hold on to this white to line it, maybe. That'd be cute. This can go back. I pulled out a lot of stuff to look for stuff for the quilt project, like the Christmas gift stuff that I did. I'm not planning on using all of it. Some of this is just mine. I pulled this out because of the orange. Didn't match. Thought this was super cute. Might go back for it at some point. But don't currently have any plans for it, so. I think everything in this box is mine. All of this needs to go back. I don't know what I want. I'm tired and I want to crochet. I want to be crafty, but I also don't want to work on anything. I get in this mood. I just want to plan to start stuff. That's what I want. To get on Pinterest and pull out all my yarn and figure out what I want to do. Because I'm feeling like the creative energy of crocheting without actually wanting to crochet. But I just want to go on Pinterest and find a bunch of things I want to make with yarn that I have and plan. I don't actually have to start anything. I plan on starting a jewel scarf and a raglan, a large raglan for my shop, and finishing that bandana and probably making 2 more. As far as personal things go, I have quite a few. Let's count how many hats. out of the 12 things. Let's see how many hats there are. 4. I have 4 plaid hats, 2 pairs of socks, a pair of leggings, a blanket, some like scrappy baskets, a red top. I haven't decided if I want it to be a raglan, like what kind of top I want it to be, if I want it to be a sweater or a cardigan or even like a shawl. But I have some really pretty yarn that I want to use for some sort of top. I was originally going to do a shawl and I had a pattern, but I didn't love the pattern. And then I was thinking, well, maybe I should just make some sort of cardigan. But then because I really like red and I figured a red cardigan would go well with things. But then I was given a red cardigan. Not crocheted, but I don't feel like I need 2 red cardigans. So I was thinking of still making a shawl, but I don't really wear shawls or scarves because I don't like things touching my neck. Maybe that's what I can do. Scroll on Pinterest and figure out what I want to do with that red yarn. I have a lot of yarn. I wouldn't even call it scraps. They're just like a ball, like this size ball of yarn that I don't know what to do with. Every time you use a skein, like a partial skein, and then I have a ball, it goes in a basket. But my basket is getting too full. So I need to find some small projects to use that yarn up with. I just don't know if I want to start anything new because I already have 16 personal whips and 7 shop whips, which is a lot. So this is what I have. I'm thinking of making some bags. This is the perfect small project bag size. This is a started hat. I did not get very far. I need more bags this size. Don't want to buy any, but I could make some. And I don't want it to be like a scrappy bag like this. I don't want it to look like this, although I do like these, and I want to make some with handles. But I just want like a cute bag, and maybe put like a little strap on it, or like one of those like wrist straps. I like the kind where you like have a little loop and a big loop, and then you pull the big loop through the little loop instead of doing a drawstring. I really like that idea. I'm using this as a project bag because I don't have an empty project bag at the moment. And a lot of the bags that I have aren't like actual project bags. Only a couple of them are real project bags. Most of them are like just random bags. Ew, that one's in a plastic bag. So let's look at some stuff on here, in here, and find some cute things on Pinterest. I don't know why I'm pointing at you. On Pinterest, and see if we can find, come up with some cute ideas. So this is what I have. We are gonna dump it up. So we've got some bigger balls and some like pretty small balls. This should not be in here. This is too small to be in here. See, I don't think I have many more bigger than this size, like smaller than this, because I have a spot for those. We have our yellows and orange, our reds, which is actually not as much as I thought, my green, blue. This is other weight yarn, so none of it really goes together, and that's cotton, so that doesn't belong here. Those are too small. Purple and pink, and this one variegated color that I have. Okay, so I've been inspired by this picture. and this picture. And I think I want to do those two things. For the first one, we need like a boring color for the stem. I'm thinking sparkles for the mushrooms. Do various greens for the green, like for the background. And then brown. Yeah, and I want more of that anyway because it will be the full bottom. Yeah, okay. So that's the first one. And then the second one is pizza. Cheese, crust, and pepperoni. We'll do the darker red for pepper. How? Do we want the top to be the crust or the bottom to be the crust? We're doing a circle. We could just make a triangle. That'd be adorable. How would I do that? Ooh, I might need to sketch this one out. A pizza either looks like this or like that, right? So if we made a bag, if we made a bag like this, we would just make it flat and then do like a cinch drawstring idea. So the drawstring would go around like in the crust, like on the outside, and then have the two little like danglies. And then when you cinch it, you pull it closed and the flat circle goes into a bag. So that's one idea. That'd actually be really cute. Oh, no, that wouldn't work. It'd have to be double-sided for that to work. Okay, so this would be a flat circle cinch bag. Double-sided. I'm thinking we make a bag. That way, when you cinch the top, it would look like this. Or we could have like the crust on the top so that when you cinch it, it's all like roughly. But I wouldn't do a cinch. I would do like the two little tabs things where you would tuck that tab. So I found some more inspiration on Pinterest. I found some that was just like a circle bag. You know what I mean? Like with like have two circles and then you'd have like a strap that connects them. Like the picture, basically. Right? Right. So I can either do 2 circles with space or 2 triangles. Oh, this is upside down. It would be like this because you would want this strap. I just don't really like this idea for a bag because there's just not a lot of like space. It's only as big as the space in between the bags are. If we look at this bag that I currently have and we cinch it closed, this is not a triangle. And if I'm decreasing a little bit so that when it was cinched, you didn't get this going on. But I wouldn't cinch it. I would do the 2 straps, the long strap and this little strap so that it can be like that. So I went ahead and I frogged the blue hat because I don't think I'm ever going to work on it. And it wasn't very far, so don't even feel bad. So I put the yarn that I'm going to use for the mushroom bag in there. in that bag that I had because it was the perfect size, which is why I want to make more. I'm going to add that project to my ready to start. I am leaning against doing the pizza for now, just because it'd be more work than I want to put into it. I think it would be a super cute idea, but not necessarily something I want to start right now. So I'm going to go ahead and add it to my crochet list, which is just on my notes app. I have not done a lot of crocheting today. I did work a bit on a couple of small things, mostly just played with yarn and cleaned my house. That's all I did today. Thank you for watching. If you made it to the end, sorry today was not a lot of crochet content, and the crochet that you did see was kind of boring.
Edensfuncrochet.